we've just arrived in Hanoi, Vietnam, and over the next few days, we're taking you through the heart of the city. From the famous Banh Mi 25 to the B-52 wreckage we found hidden in a neighborhood, and even the iconic train street. This adventure is just getting started, so come along. Hey guys, so we've officially landed in Vietnam. We just left Thailand. Hope you guys enjoyed those episodes if you've been following along. And again, we're in Hanoi, Vietnam. Over the next couple days, we've got a couple things we're hoping to check out. So we want to show you guys the train street, see it for ourselves, of course.
Ha Long Bay.
Ha Long Bay. Ashton's got a cruise planned where we're going out into Ha Long Bay. And then we've just got some free time, and that's where we find random things. So we'll be using scooters. We had rental cars throughout Thailand. Actually, a friend that lives in Thailand loaned us a vehicle in Chiang Mai, and down in Phuket we had a rental. We'll be picking up some scooters and helmets here. We have our IDPs, so we're legal to drive. Make sure we got a little insurance for a couple days on our scooter, and we should be good. But we're excited, and hope you guys enjoy what comes out of the next couple days here in Vietnam.
Hey guys, so we are in Vietnam. We're in Hanoi, Vietnam, and we just got to our hotel, but I'm going to show you how we got into our hotel. So our taxi driver dropped us off over there, wait on there. So we had to walk all the way this way, and we rounded this corner this way, and I'm going to take you and show you where we went. So we actually passed it and had to come back, but so right here you see the nice red flag and this staircase. So it's like a treasure hunt, but we had to go to that lockbox, and technically you have to go up the stairs because we're on the 7th floor, but we really didn't want to have to do that. So there's another way. There's this lovely hotel. There's this lovely hotel right here that allows us to use the elevator because it's connected to our hotel. So you go here and you push the elevator button. So we're gonna go in this very tiny for Americans, but it works. So we're going up the elevator, up the floors. It's a glass elevator, which is kind of cool. You can see outside as you go up the elevator. You can see yourself. So then, this was like a massive fun treasure hunt. This was so crazy. This is what happens when Ashton books a Airbnb in the middle of the city. So you come around here. So this is the hotel's rooms, but you come out this door that's literally not wide enough for like my shoulders. I'll turn y'all around and show you, like it's very small. And then, so I'm gonna not drop you. You're 7 floors up. So thankfully we didn't have to walk the 7 floors with our suitcases. And then you go through another super tight, narrow passageway. This would be our staircase if we had gone up the stairs. And you come in here to our Airbnb, where Tim is reading.
I've got my pocket Vietnamese dictionary.
But it's perfect. You have the sink and all the amenities over here. You got a little table, and then a huge bathroom with amazing views over the city this way. What is peppermint? Oh, and then take my shoes off because I take shoes off in Asia. And then we have amazing village views over here. And my heart is so happy to be in the village again. But it is very, very warm in here because the AC was, the AC was off. So there was no AC in here. It was like 100,000 degrees, but they have this amazing fan and an AC unit, so it's great.
After getting settled into our Airbnb in Hanoi's Old Quarter, we set out into the bustling streets in search of one of the city's most famous restaurants, Banh Mi 25. This little shop is known for its perfect fusion of French bread with Vietnamese flavors, fresh herbs, pickled veggies, and savory meats, all coming together in a sandwich that's become a must-try in Vietnam. So everywhere we go, we're still waiting on our Banh Mi, but the fruit fruit smoothies here in Vietnam are to die for. We've already had 2 of them in like an afternoon. It's a mango fruit smoothie. Had a watermelon, but lots of good stuff.
This is Banh Mi. It's a famous sandwich in Hanoi, and this shop is one of the most famous ones in Hanoi as well. So I'm excited to try it. We both got the pork. They were out of the chicken, unfortunately. I think it's first come, first served. And also, this is their last day that they're open for the next week because they're taking a summer break. Sorry, that was kind of loud. So, this is the last day that they're open for the next week. We happened to do it tonight. Worked out perfect. So now we're going to taste it. It was so delicious.
There he is.
And that's the
So we actually got to meet the owner, the gentleman right there in green. He's the owner of Banh Mi 25.
That was delicious.
If you're ever in the old town in Vietnam, Hanoi, Vietnam, and you want to get some good banh mi, you can get some banh mi 25 to go, or you can go over here and sit down and get you some there. They've got the traditional barbecue. They've also got chicken and a couple other flavors. You can get it on a sandwich or on a plate with the bread to dip. They also have like fruit smoothies, things like that. Really good. Check it out, guys. No matter where you go, you can find a Circle K, guys. Ashton's using her Asia fan. I'm just sweating off.
Warm.
You could do this.
No, I make baby blankets. But this is too, I could never, this is amazing. It's cool. It's Kim Jong-un, but KFC.
Rocket Man, look, this is Rocket Man.
I like it. That's
Yeah.
really funny. Sriracha and pho, we were made for each other. We made for each other.
You can find
like
anything in a Vietnamese street market, guys.
Oh, look at that. That
Anything.
looks
It may
yummy.
not be real, maybe a knockoff, but you can find it.
Dessert.
So I think this is Thai hacky sack. So first, we're in Vietnam. Second, I found out later that this is called the cow, which is Vietnam's national sport. Like I said earlier, you can find a Circle K on just about every corner. After dinner at Banh Mi 25, we wandered into the Old Quarter Night Market. This is open every weekend from Friday to Sunday. Like many markets across Southeast Asia, we saw familiar wares that reminded us of Thailand and other places we'd visited. After exploring, we grabbed a seat out front of one of the bars and restaurants on the iconic little plastic chairs that line Hanoi's sidewalks and most of Asia. The perfect spot to cool off with a few drinks and a surprising snack. Ashton.
Look at my crazy drink.
What kind of beer is it?
It's an apple cider.
It's an apple cider with some like kind of mint mojito looking.
Yeah, with like some strawberry medicine type flavor. It's different.
Maybe stir it a little. Don't drink from the bottom. Alright, so the audio here was clipping out. It was just so loud in the spot that it wasn't picking up my voice well, or it's cracking the audio when I try. Ashton convinced me to try one of Vietnam's more famous snacks, lemongrass snails. Not something I ever thought I'd be eating, but I did. They come served in a fragrant broth, and you dip them into this light sauce with chili peppers floating on top for an extra kick. It was actually really good. You're on YouTube now, hero. All right, well, that was enough fun for one night. From Banh Mi 25 to the Old Quarter night market, and even snacking on lemongrass snails along with some cold drinks and live music, I think it's safe to say we packed plenty into our first night in Hanoi, Vietnam. Time to call it, cool off from the heat, and rest up for tomorrow's adventures. It is Monday morning here. I think it's Sunday night in the States. And me and Ashton just got scooters because we want to have at least 2 of our 3 days that we're going to be here mobile. We want to be able to run around, do things. We've had rental cars. Ashton's had a scooter in China for a couple years. I've had a sports bike in America for a couple years. So we're both pretty comfortable on them. But yeah, we got scooters. Looking forward to going and checking out Hanoi, Vietnam today. One more little tidbit before we leave our hotel, our Airbnb. So we're staying in this Airbnb. It happens to be attached by a hotel. Thank goodness, because if it wasn't, we would have to take these stairs right here 7 flights up. 7 stories up to get to our room. But luckily, because it's right next to this Airbnb, the Airbnb is right next to this hotel, they've let the Airbnb stayers use the elevator, so we can go through a little walkway, go inside their building and take an elevator down.
So fun.
So fun. We just zoomed in our motorcycles, and we are here to check out some of the pagoda here. Our first stop of the day was Trấn Quốc Pagoda, located on a small islet along West Lake in Hanoi. If you guys are in the area, definitely check out West Lake. We found a ton of coffee shops and some other cool stuff like this pagoda. Since it didn't open until 1 p.m., we didn't go inside, but instead continued on toward our next stop, Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. So we're grabbing some water at Circle K. We stopped by that little monastery today just to see what was there. It's like a little pagoda out by a lake, and I think it's a temple. I saw some shrines. It doesn't open until 1:30, so we couldn't actually go in, but we got a view of the lake and the pagoda across the walls of the little temple area. We in our stop here at the Circle K for water, I found this cool Pepsi, and it's like, oh, that's really good. It's like definitely Pepsi with just like a hint of lime flavor. All right, guys, whatever you do in Vietnam, don't be trying to run from the police. You got very fast cars here, very fast. If you really mess up, they throw you in the back of them. So here we are at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, surrounded by a lot of government buildings, and there's a lot of dudes with guns, and there's really nowhere to park, and they're probably looking at us over there. So I don't really think they want us parking here, but that is the mausoleum. After seeing the pagoda and checking out Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum, unfortunately Ashton started feeling a bit under the weather. She was running a fever, and it didn't help that it was 107 degrees in Hanoi, Vietnam. So we got her back to the hotel, got her tucked in, but I decided to give her some rest and go out on my scooter and drive around a bit more. So I actually found one more unique surprise on my first full day in Hanoi. Even though Ashton wasn't there, I thought it was really cool. And it's B-52 wreckage that I found lying in the middle of a neighborhood in Hanoi from the Vietnam-American War. Alright guys, well, I decided to take a drive. Ashton needed a little bit of a nap, a rest. She's not feeling the best today after a week of go. But took a little run around Hanoi. I got some drone footage, and one of the spots I heard about on the internet is this small lake. It sits right in the middle of a very residential area. It's not really on a main road. It's just seems to be kind of a residential part of town. But what you're looking at right there in the center of the lake is the remains of a B-52 bomber. That's one of the landing gear and a piece of the bomber that was brought down during the Vietnam War, or American War as the Vietnamese call it. And so just piece of that war from the late 60s, early 70s, still sitting here, laying in the middle of a pond, a lake. These kids are over here fishing, and yeah, it's just chilling there. When I returned home, I did some research and learned that this B-52 was shot down during Operation Linebacker II in 1972. This campaign is often remembered as the Christmas bombings in American history, while here in Vietnam, it's known as the 11 Days and Nights. During those days, over 20,000 tons of bombs were dropped across Hanoi, and tragically 1,624 civilians lost their lives. In that campaign, America lost 15 B-52s, and over 33 American servicemen never made it home. Others were captured and spent years as prisoners of war, while many families on both sides carried the weight of loss. It's a sobering reminder of the true cost of war and the lives forever changed by it. My hope is that humanity can learn from these moments in history and choose a future where we don't continue repeating the mistakes of the past. I guess Ashton rallied. She's back out here for dinner. And I've been wanting to try some roti. And I found this bakery here that has the roti. And it looks like it's gonna be really good. He makes it fresh right here. They have all the different flavors. This is like a bao type. It's like reminds me of the bouts of buns, but it's like a bun type roti. I got the one with chocolate. So
There was a flat pancake, almost crepe type in Thailand.
yeah,
It had like bananas.
that's the one I wanted to try, but I never got around to it. So I'm like, I'm at least gonna try this French Vietnamese version. All right, so the roti is really good. So good, it's almost gone. It's like the perfect blend of fresh, like pastry bread, but not sweet. It's kind of has a crunch on the outside, and then there's some type of like a chocolate. Reminds me of like a little bit of a hot fudge, but just the perfect amount of sweet, not overly sweet, on the inside, just for flavor. It's be like a delicious breakfast type cake if you're looking for a sweet breakfast. So if you're in Vietnam, check out the roti.
Bun cha something. Bun cha dak kim. I don't know how to say it, but they're supposed to have bun cha, which is like noodles and this really yummy beef. You dip it in like a sweet, sticky, like poisonish type sauce. And then they also had spring rolls and fried spring rolls.
Yep,
So
grab
today
me.
his heat index was 117, so we decided to save pho to another day because the idea of eating hot soup when it's 117 outside is like, meh. I'm so excited. They already gave us our noodles and this giant plate of veggies. Look how big it is.
And they got the
Fresh garlic smells amazing.
garlic with Thai chilies. And there's one plate here that you can order. Cha, is that what it is? Boom Cha? Definitely come to boomcha.kim. I'll drop the name of that in the description below. I'm going to take a screenshot now of it. They've got really good spring rolls, awesome boom cha. Everything's fresh, and it's actually a Michelin restaurant, so it's really nice. Price-wise, 120,000 per meal, and I think our drinks are probably 20,000 roughly in US dollars. That equates to, I think, about $450 each. Yeah, it'd be about $450 a piece, so not bad. Prices are pretty good still, and it's delicious. It's good. Yes, we found the loneliest fork in Asia.
But this meal was incredible. The noodles were like the perfect chewy consistency. The meat, actually, if you look inside, this one, there's like this meatball one. I think this one was pork. They had strips of beef, and then there were also like little hamburger balls, which were really interesting and really good. We had our delicious fried spring rolls, totally different than any texture I've had in America. They're real crispy on the outside and delicious on the inside. And then in our greens, this is like some sort of Vietnamese like mint, I think. There was like regular mint like we have in America. Obviously, we have the they call it coriander. What do we call it? Cilantro. Yeah. And then this one was probably the most interesting one. Let me see if I can find one. This one. It tastes almost like lemongrass and lime when you bite the leaf. It was really good. So overall, highly recommend. It's delicious. You could add your limes, your chili and garlic. 10 out of 10 recommend. It was delicious.
Alright guys, you looking for some bun cha?
Delicious.
This is the spot in Vietnam.
Worth rallying for.
What we've realized is, restaurants are good when instead of having just one stall, they have to start going around and buying the additional stalls. Whereas a lot of restaurants will just have, one little spot. And so when you see that and you see a bunch of locals eating there, that's the spot. That wraps up our first 2 days here in Hanoi. From the Old Quarter's energy to the B-52 wreckage and great food, it's been an unforgettable start. But the adventure is just getting going. Next, we're taking a 2-hour ride out of Hanoi to experience one of Vietnam's most famous destinations, Ha Long Bay. You don't want to miss it, so be sure to subscribe.